Please select your character. Hazama.
Wrong theme, konnichiwa you bastards. Today I shall grant you the knowledge of using the one and only best Slither Boy in Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Again, Ichimaru, Captain of NOL Intelligence Department Hazama. This is a long guide, make sure you have enough space in your brain to receive this massive amount of information. Hazama is a rushdown character that excels in tricky mix-ups, being unpredictable, making opponents cannot guess what's on your head. But who cares, they cannot guess what is on your mind if you don't have one. Hazama has a lot of mix-up tools in his arsenal, from command grabs, standing lows and overheads, and many of his normals are safe on block. He can walk, backstep, air dash, and double jump. Unlike other characters, Hazama cannot run, but he will do a short slither. Also, his air dash is shorter compared to others. We're done with the overview, let's check his moves. Let's see his special moves. First is his stance, Serpent Benediction. In this stance he will pose and stand there until the animation ends. When doing it, Hazama can either dash or backdash. Doing backdash will end the stance, and forward dash does not. He has 4 stance follow-up. Hey, Falling Fang, an overhead, invulnerable to low and causes knockdown. B, Rising Fang, an anti-air. He has I-frame during it. Not a reversal. C, Devouring Fang is invulnerable against standing attack but loses to low attack. D, the stance cancel. Use this to stop the stance and play with your opponent's mind. Besides the stance cancel, he cannot instantly use the stance follow-up. He has an indicator to it. Whenever Hazama has greened after images while doing the stance, he can do the follow-up. TLDR, you cannot instantly do stance follow-up. If you want to use them, just mash the button, like how Darby mashed his controller. Bruh, I want to instantly use his stance follow-up no matter what it takes. It will be covered in this session. His next special is Vengeful Viper. In his animation, Hazama will bitch slap his opponent, making them having a minor heart attack. And after the slap he will go straight to his stance, Serpent Benediction. But he can do something he cannot do just now. The immediate stance follow-up. Right after Vengeful Viper, you can press the stance follow-up, but it will be the weaker version of them. For instance, his weaker Falling Fang will now look like a harmless path to the head. Weaker Rising Fang can now be used for mid-screen combo, and Devouring Fang is useless. You can still do the follow-up while you do backward or forward dash. If you do the stance follow-up when you forward dash, it will carry the dash momentum. Now look at the differences. Vengeful Viper is good for mix-ups, so use this wisely. Next is Jabaki. Jabaki is his main corner combo tool. That's all. Gathai Show. Gathai Show is his command grab and you can do combo after that. But seriously, if you have time to think of using Gathai Show as a command grab, then you're a fucking disgrace for using that instead of the best command grab that exists for Hazama. This move has invulnerable property to throws. That's right. Any kinds of throws. All of them. Any kinds of throws. Any kinds of throws. All of them. Any kinds of throws. Any kinds of throws. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. Any kinds of throws. All of them. Jocko. Jocko is fatal on counter and will wall bounce anywhere if you hit fatal. Good for punishing careless hair approach, corner carry, and used before using Mizuchi. Jutmagen. Jutmagen is used for air combo finishers and for maneuver. You can also show your dominance by doing TK Jutmagen over and over. Is not an overhead and extremely unsafe on block. We have covered all of his specials. Next is his super. He has 3 supers. First is Super Snake Kick, for the Whole Tenjin. Whole Tenjin costs 50 meters. When you execute it he will do the unarguably the most satisfying move in the game, where he kicks his enemies straight to the heaven. Trust me, many people wants to main him just because of this move. It is used for combo filler. Use this early in the combo for maximum damage, or finish your opponent. It is a reversal. on Overdrive. Mizuchi. Mizuchi costs 50 meters and mostly used for sending combos. It is invulnerable to projectiles, but punishing zoners with this is not a smart gamer move. The initial projectile tracks the opponent no matter how far they are, but it cannot track you once you're in this range or in the corner. Next is Oh Boy. Baruchi Durenso. Durenso is 50-meter command grab where he calls his inner Terumi and stomps on the enemy. To use this holy move you have to be in his stance. But that's for pussies. The real chap execute this instantly without entering the stance, making it more unreadable. Because I'm the kindest person on the internet, I will tell you how to do it. You simply need to input half circle back forward and press D twice. It's like inputting Mizuchi, but this time you press D twice instead of C. If you can't, then try again. Trust me, it's the way how I and the other chap Hazama players pulled it. I believe you can do it too. Smile face. This move has a lot of iframes, and when you do this while in Overdrive, oh boy, you go suck. Use this for your mix-up. To end the match. To reversal. To steal their health. To punish moves. To meme. To whatever the fuck you want. It is the all-you-can-do super. Make sure to use it. Finally his astral. Moving to the next session. I'm sorry to put this session after the moves because it have so much to cover. My brain could explode at any moment, so I decided to explain it after the specials. But here we go. Each Blaze Blue character has a unique drive. Hazama is no exception. His drive is his chains, 2 Robber Rose. Hazama has 2 Robber Rose stock that is consumed for every 2 Robber Rose follow-up. The stock can be seen right here. Can you see it? Good boy. Every follow-up costs you 1 stock. Those follow-ups are, A. Retracting chain, use it when you have a second thought for using the chain, and baiting. B. The swim maneuver, in the early frames, Hazama is invulnerable to projectiles. This is good for closing in against zoners, or to maneuver against anyone. C. The cross-up chain. When you press C, Hazama will suddenly appear to the opposite side of the chain's head, making it ideal for doing cross-up. Despite the animation, Hazama has no invulnerability whatsoever while teleporting, so be careful. D. The go-in pull. As you can see, Hazama will pull himself, letting him to approach his enemy quickly across the screen. You don't have to hit the opponent to use the follow-up, you can do it as long as he's still deploying the chain, though. The follow-up trajectory will differ, according to the chain's head. The chain's head works as the anchor. The chain stock can be replenished by staying in the ground for a while, or hit the opponent with it. Hazama's chain is cancelable into specials and supers, both on hit and on block. This is good for mix-ups, and a way to save your chain stock. Besides for moving, Hazama uses his chain in his combo too. His chains have a weakness: the dead zone. There's a specific range for his chain to hit the opponent. If you hit them too close, they will just... Instead of... The dead zone is pretty easy to tell. If you're too close, it definitely will hit the dead zone. Except when it comes to character-specific hurt boxes. But we'll talk about that later. Hazama's chain can be used to overcome his limited movement. His chain pull momentum sends him rather quickly from one screen to another. You can't take advantage of this to approach your opponent. And as long as he has his stocks, you can still use his chain after the followed up continuously. The point is, as long as he has his stocks, he can do pretty much whatever he wants. Your chain momentum can be interrupted by doing air normals. By doing it, he will slow down and shorten the trajectory. Or you can use Jet Jin. Jet Jin will completely stops his air movement, instantly dropping him to the ground. He didn't ask surprise for nothing. When using Hazama, the only thing you need to mind is his stock and the dead zones. Next is his overdrive. When using overdrive, the sucky suck hearing will appear. it will drain the opponent's HP, making it your own, turns blocking into your favor, haunt your opponent with unlimited Hazama flashbacks, and making his damage look like a big light. And the most important thing, his drive weakness is gone. His overdrive removes his chain's dead zone, effectively making the chain into your close range button while also making the chain cool down faster, and you can replenish the stock even in mid-air. That means, his overdrive allows him to pull the special maneuver, accessible only when Hazama is in his overdrive. This maneuver is a sacred move where Hazama channels his inner dragon serpent. I took this lesson from my master in Tibet. He has played for more than 100 years. When he is about to die, he passed this technique to me, and now I will pass it to you. Do this to relieve your stress from getting pressured. To surprise attack. To get out from Arakune's curves, everything you want to do, you can do it with this technique. And finally the guide section that you've been waiting for, the core technique to play Hazama. The reason why Hazama looks so clean during battle, the reason why he looks like dancing instead of fighting, the reason why he is so smooth in every movement. The microdash. It's not hard to do it. You just have to dash and press an attack right when you start dashing. The dash momentum will be carried to your attack, making it look like you're sliding while doing an attack, extending your reach effectively. Besides throw and command grabs, all of Hazama's moves can carry the dash momentum. His normals, his specials, his taunt, his barrier, his crush trigger, and even his super snake kick. And once you have reached the pinnacle of your gameplay, you can practically do this too. Micro-dashing really plays part, both offensive and defensive. You can use micro-dash to combo, to stagger pressure, to catch them with the Renso, to check whether if your opponent is dumb or not, like this. Hazama is gifted with many good mix-up and frame trap tools. Combine this with microdash, you'll be a one sneaky snack. Surprise your enemy with unpredictable moves, make them let go of their guard, and strike them like the Viper. When stagger pressuring, remember to use his 5B. It is +2 on block, microdash to 8 after 5B is common, to tighten up your block string, making them cannot mash to get out of the pressure. And then frame trapping. A lot of Hazama's move has a big cancelled window, allowing him to do frame trap easily. These are the key to Hazama's offense. Once you're in their range, stay close and don't let go, just like a constrictor snake, constricting their prey. But if we're talking about fighting grapplers, best not to stay close too much. If you feel your enemy starts to fight back, you can always hold back and get a safe distance, and chain in once you feel it's safe. Beside offense, Hazama requires a good skill in blocking, for he is no reliable reversal. No, that's not the reversal. I hate to admit it, but this is not true. That's okay, fine. Once you're getting pressure, you need to be patient. Keep blocking until they do something stupid, and take back their game once they open a gap. Combos. Hazama combo is not hard. I'm not gonna cover all but only the basic core combos form of screen, corner, meter, and character specifics. Keep to remind you that, hey, normals doesn't have a good proration, so don't expect a long and damaging combo. And no, I'm not explaining 5B after Rising Fang and Devouring Fang after Obutenjin. Here are some of the basic combos for Hazama.
きますよ。驚きました。これからこれから。もう逃がすでは決まるかね。行きますよ。行きますよ。驚きました。これから切り裂け。伸びろ光線1ダメージ。この次はもっと痛くしますね。始めます。気持ちいいですよ。始めます。そうです。伸びる。いきますよ。驚きました。どうですか。光線1光線1光線1光線1ダメージ。
Pretty easy, right? With enough practice you can find your own practical combo in the future. Don't be surprised if your combo doesn't work on some characters because character-specific hurt boxes exist. This is an example. This is not something illegal, and you can fix this problem by tweaking your combos. Like this. It's just a fragment of character-specific stuffs, but I told you the important ones. Character specifics are not always a disadvantage, it also has a good side for your combo possibilities. Like this. Okay, I had too much fun there. And finally, the last thing to cover. Okizeme. When you finish your combo, you don't want to stand idle and watch your enemy to recover. You want to keep on pressuring even when they are waking up. This action is called Oki. Because I got limited minutes, I'm only going to cover 2 of Hazama's most common Oki options. First is to be. To be Oki is the most common used. It catches late wake up, quick wake up, and forward roll. This option makes your opponent to have no choice but to immediate ground attack to avoid getting Oki. Converts to a nice damage if you manage to hit them. But, this Oki option loses to backward roll. And the second option is the Jugai Oki. In the corner, Jugai Oki is great. It covers late wake up, quick wake up, forward and backward roll. When it hits, go straight to Rising Fang and do the combo, and it has great damage reward. There's also something else. You can also bait wake up DP and punish them. Watch this. After doing lots of research and material searching, I decided that Devouring Fang is not useless at all. It is actually a great tool of the Chab Hazama players use to bait DP without harm, and straight punish them with big damage, turn their reversal into their defeat, turns hope into despair. That's how the Hazama D. With this, my guide is finally done. And it is time for me to get a drink. My throat is sore.